Once Human's new Lunar Oracle Scenario is going live on the 16th of January, which might have already happened when you're watching this video. Anyways, there is a whole lot you can do to prepare for this scenario and be ready for the new Blood Moon events. These are what I think the top 5 most important things you should do ASAP before you check out the new servers on your current server, and also how you can enter them right away. So let's get right to it. After the update of the 16th of January 1.4, you'll be able to sign up for a new season with the new Lunar Oracle events. Talked about all this in a previous video, which you can find at the top right of the screen. Anyways, from the server sign up, you can choose for all the different scenarios: Way of Winter, Primzer's Clash, Evolution's Call, and Manibus. When you click on one, right now they aren't available just yet, but you should be able to find a tag right here with Lunar Oracle. You can easily gain access to this menu by simply pressing Escape, especially in Eternal Land. Selecting a new season is going to be easy mode. My main character, however, is already assigned to a different scenario, the Way of Winter. You might be on another server as well, so in that case, you want to know what you can do right here to prepare. First off, check out your progression. Right here we can see Phase 2. When we press Escape, we still have to wait a couple more weeks before we reach the final stage, Break of Dawn, which is the settlement phase, which allows us to transfer to a new server. Right now though, if you check out Season Info, this is where you can use a scenario exit card. If you click this button at the bottom, you will have one right after the update of the 16th of January. Talked about this in my previous video as well, but very important, ladies and gentlemen, you only have one shot at this. It also comes with a 30 days cooldown. So if you've used it before, you won't be able to use it again. And also, if you had multiple ones but used it right before the lunar scenario, well, you're probably gonna have to wait a couple more weeks before you reach that settlement phase. Very important you don't mess this up right here. Before you make this transfer though, switch to another server. First complete these things on your current server. Press Escape, check out the Stellar Stairway right here, and gather all the rewards you can. We're talking about a ton of Starchrom you can find in this menu. Check out all the different phases of this wheel basically, because there is, yes, so much to take. We also have our phase right here. You can check out your season goals. This is another place where you can find a ton of Starchrom rewards. In every single one of them right here, you'll be able to claim Asterism Crates and Starchrom. Check out all the different tabs, complete as much as you can to reach that 3-star, and do this for all the different ones. In this example, you can see that I'm completing another objective in phase 2. I had to calibrate a weapon to +6, which gave me a whopping +50 Mitsuko marks, then reaching a total of 80 to reach the 1st star in the menu, giving me even more of these Asterism Crates. So be sure to maximize your profits right here. Farm all the Starchrom you need for blueprint unlocks and of course upgrades. Also, check out the phase tab. This is something I see many people forget. Except for the first phase, starting at the second one right here, just scroll down a little bit, as this is where you can pick up plenty more of these Asterism Crates if you simply click on the icons. Of course, the season phase has to be available, but this is where you can pick up plenty more rewards. There's more you can do, as of course, before you make that switch, you first also want to do some inventory management. Most of the items you currently have in your inventory will unfortunately not make it to the new scenario. They will go to Eternal Land, while some of them can be transferred. If we check out your drinks, consumables, all this will be gone, while you should actually use all the crates you can find in it right now. Get your hands on even more of these cosmetic tokens. But also double check all the trash you have sitting in your inventory right here, because this will also transfer to Eternal Land, and then transferring it to a new season is going to be problematic. All the resources we can find in this tab, for example, will cost resources to transfer to a new season. So you first want to disassemble them to get the end product, which is going to be far more valuable, and you don't want to pay twice for the transfer basically. If you forget to open crates, you also have to take them from Eternal Land to reap the rewards, which is going to cost you once again. So very much recommended to first use these on your character before you make that switch, because otherwise you're simply going to waste resources on those transfers. You don't want to attach too much to your gear, because also that is something we're going to have to say farewell to. The blueprints, however, you unlock will always go to the next season. Therefore, it is very important you upgrade these to the absolute maximum. These actually come with much greater stats if you then craft the item. For example, this wildfire pistol right now comes with a level 5. If we just quickly right click it, it's going to have much more damage compared to one of level 1. In general, all the items, weapons and armor you use for your build should be upgraded to the maximum, because these simply go to the next season. This bingo is only level 3, but let's take an armor blueprint as example. I like to use the Lone Wolf set. If we just right click the hood right here, what we can do is press enhancement in this tab, throw in one of these and hold to enhance. Bam, this one is going to upgrade to level 2. Even more interesting, if you're tired of using a specific weapon, since you're going with a different build, what you can do is, for example, get rid of these blueprint levels. Simply go to the blueprint conversion tool. You will have an X amount of attempts. We still have 10 right here. What we can do is take, for example, the jaws, throw it in there and convert its level to a different one. Say we want to have a level 3 compound bow. We're simply going to press convert. And look at that, right now the jaws only has level 1 and the compound bow is level 3. If you, of course, have an item with a level 5, you can transfer that instantly to another one. Maybe you no longer want to use your wildfire and want to upgrade, I don't know, a frosty fish to level 5. You can do that. But there's more. You can not only change and upgrade the blueprints for your weapons and armor, but also for territory, let's say. If we press build and press right click, right here we have house blueprint. You can simply prepare a blueprint and take it to the next season. This blueprint, for example, was my house of the previous season. This is one I saved from one of the first seasons, let's say, but these basically allow you to pick a base that you want to use for your new scenario. Be ready for the Lunar Oracle or whatever scenario you want to be in. If you press build, it's going to be available instantly. Of course, though, we're going to have to first fill in all the resources to make it happen. Which, in this case, is going to take us quite a lot of mats, while I'm going to share with you guys a build design which is going to be very easy to set up. It will be available in the top right of the screen. A pretty small yet cozy and super efficient base design, which is going to have everything you need for any season in the future. Anyways, let's talk about some essential transfers as well, because of course, once you make it to the new season, let's quickly pick up a couple more rewards right here. You want to know what you should bring to it. I mean, once you've entered it, the first thing that will pop up is this menu probably, and then you're gonna have to choose some items that you can bring with you, but you will only have an X amount of these Eternal End points. What I think is amazing are the tools. Right now, I only have these fishing rods with me, but they don't cost a lot of resources. The ones that you get from the specializations, like the special solar drills, cannot be taken either, but if you just craft the regular drills, these can actually be brought to the next season. And the nice thing is, if you have a specific memetic specialization upgrade for drills, for example, you pick it up right here. These bonuses will apply when crafting the drill itself, so if you then, well, make it, you can actually bring it to the new scenario. When I get the chance, this is something I do all the time when transferring to a new season, so I can start harvesting resources more efficiently from level 1, but also break things like tungsten nodes, gold and silver from the get-go when I happen to find them. I don't think I have to say that all the things like ammo are very bad decisions to bring to the next scenario. Same counts for like adrenaline shots and other consumables, while weapon calibration blueprints are pretty interesting as they aren't super pricey. I only recommend you to bring like 1 or 2 for your main weapons, as the weapons themselves, boy oh boy, can be a terrible decision to bring. I mean, look at how expensive they can be to bring to the new scenario. What I also bring all the time is like 10 of each seed. Right here you can see that it's only gonna cost you a couple hundred of these. Just control click and then you can just bring the slider to 10 or type it in right there. Do that for all the ones you're gonna need, of course. Don't bring things like acid, also extremely expensive. Controllers can be useful. I still have a ton of those sitting in my inventory. And all the standard resources you can find right here are also not going to be very interesting. Gold and silver to smelt into bars, also not very wise to do. While you can, of course, sometimes bring some of this fiber or plastic if you really have to craft something, while also, the starter source is not relevant. Specials like formula blueprints can be taken for free, so always interesting to take with you. For deviations, you obviously want to focus on the shinies you farmed for in previous seasons. We've got a blue butterfly right here. While I also think that for combat specifically, the festering gel is gonna be amazing as it allows you to heal up over time and gain sanity over time, which is gonna be very important in the new Lunar Oracle scenario. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But yeah, take more shinies that can provide you with resources, maybe a busy bee, a Digby boy, a logging beaver, for example, also a grow shroom. Very happy about this level 5 I found earlier. And also combat-wise, the mini wander. This one comes with an activity rating of 5. I mean, when you use this one, it can participate in combat to absorb bullets flying towards the owner, so it's going to be easier to survive during the Blood Moon events. A very nice one to have. Also, the cats. This one comes with a skill rating of 5, allows you to be more energetic after resting, let's say. And if you're in the Way of Winter, I think the tar pudding is also going to be a cool one to bring with you to get crude oil. Get all these types of resources when you're not in the base. This one also gathers seawater, for example. Pretty much everything that can gather ingredients or resources is going to be relevant because you're going to need those all the time. And of course, provide power with electric eels. I've got a lot of them sitting in my inventory right here. Some with a pretty nice skill level. Again, no weapons. The deviations, as you can see, are pretty cheap to convert, and also not the armor. I mean, if we want to bring a full set of gear, that's not going to work. I mean, we just chose 2 items and it's already pretty much depleted. So that's what you want to bring to the new scenario. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I recommend you to do to prepare yourself for the Lunar Oracle event. Everything you can do before you transfer, and of course, how you can instant transfer and take part in the new Blood Moon events. If you enjoyed the content, a like would be very much appreciated. And of course, share your thoughts, things you recommend to others in the comments down below. Check out our Discord with thousands of members to stay in the loop with future videos and continue the Once Human discussion. Right now though, it's 4 AM out. I would wish you an amazing day. I'll check you in the next video or live stream. Peace.